Welcome to lesson 4, where to find great monologues. And look, the truth here is, despite the title of this lesson, there are no magical ways to find great monologues. It takes work. There's no secret folder of perfect pieces out there that are just waiting for you to discover them. Finding a monologue that really fits is more like a scavenger hunt. It takes curiosity, it takes effort, and honestly, it just takes time. But there are ways to make the process easier, and that's why I created the Monologue matchmaking service. It's something I created to help actors just kind of cut down on the time it takes to find these great monologues, and we suggest great monologues based on your type and what roles you want to go for, etc. So if that sounds interesting to you, there'll be a separate video explaining more about that in the description below. So there may not be a secret shortcut, but there is a strategy to help find you pieces that light you up. And yeah, it might feel overwhelming to you, but I have some strategies in this video that I'll talk about to help speed up the process. And look, once you know what you're looking for, based on the work that we've already done in the videos before, then it becomes exciting. It's almost like casting yourself in a role that you were meant to play. So full plays are your secret weapon. Because monologues aren't always labeled as monologues. They're hidden in character moments and possibly in scenes. And that's my number one tip, seriously. I mean, read full plays. Even skimming a play that you know is great can be a great way to find monologues. Find moments that stick out to you even as you skim it. Because sometimes the best monologues are buried in scenes and they're discovered through characters that you connect with. Start with these resources, check them out, browse, explore. Go to your library too. They might have these full play anthologies or even access through apps like Libby. And if you don't know where to start, here are a few playwrights whose work tend to have these rich, character-driven moments. Pick one, read a few plays, read a few scenes, and just go down the rabbit trail. But don't stick to just the classics. You should look also at like the Pulitzer Prize list, the Obies, and you can discover some incredible current voices. So initially, you don't have to read the whole play cover to cover. That will save you so much time. Just hit the highlights. And when you find something or something sticks out to you in the text, then read the whole scene around it. And if that sparks your interest, then you can read the whole play. So you can also use actorzilla.com. Yep, shameless plug again, but look, I made Actorzilla for this exact reason. I got tired of looking through these monologue books where I thought all the monologues sucked and they weren't funny, they just weren't well written, they weren't active and stuff like that. So that's why I started actorzilla.com in the first place. And so feel free to browse, check out all the monologues. And of course, they're all from short plays too. So there's a larger context, not just the monologue. And the monologues are all there for free. So just go check them out. So look into indie publishers, university showcases, or the Kilroy's list to find plays written by women, trans, and non-binary voices that are often underproduced. So here's a bonus move. If you want to take it further than this, you can even reach out to small theater companies. You can reach out to playwrights. I mean, look, if you find a playwright that you really connect with, that you really love their work, feel free to reach out to them. They might love to hear from you, and they might be working on something that you could take an interest in, right? Building relationships in this industry is never a bad thing if you do it in a genuine, just human way. So screenplays can work, but you should be selective. You want to look for pieces that have a clear arc, there's strong emotional stakes, there's little reliance on visuals, and just scenes that can stand alone. Make sure to look for dialogue that builds, turns, reveals something. These sites let you read scripts for free, so check them out. And once you find something you love, you can shape it into something that's audition ready. And sometimes you'll need to trim what doesn't serve the piece, but make sure you adapt with care. So you might want to start with this one actually. You might want to ask people you trust first, such as acting coaches, directors, or even friends that are similar casting types to you. And look, sometimes the best material is stuff you've already performed. If you've already been cast in it, maybe you were so right for that role, right? And maybe you can take something that you've already done, whether it's in college or a production or a film or whatever. Sometimes you can adapt scenes into monologues and stuff like that. So just think about what you've already performed and you can start there for your monologue repertoire. So speaking of monologue repertoire, you should be keeping a monologue graveyard. Any piece that sparks interest in you, save it somewhere. Because even if it's not right for this audition or your type now, it might serve you in the future. And also, you'll learn about your taste. You'll learn about what types of material you're drawn to, and you can draw inferences from that. So the mini action step today is to take 15 or 20 minutes and do one of the following. Browse the new Play Exchange, read a monologue or monologues from Actorzilla, ask a friend for a recommendation, or start your monologue graveyard. Just keep it low pressure and let yourself explore. And if you're wondering where to find classical material, don't worry, there is a bonus module all on classical monologues, so make sure to check that out. So finding the right monologue starts with intense curiosity. You're allowed to choose something that excites you, that you want to say, that feels alive in your body, and that matters more than something that's just not a right fit, that you love the piece, but it might not be right for you. Find something that really speaks to you. So we have a monologue graveyard of pieces we don't think we're going to use, but we still like and might use someday. But we also should have a monologue library. So you can organize your monologues so that you're always ready for any last-minute audition. So next up, we're going to build your monologue library. All right, I'll see you in the next one.